respect.
Shannon, I start with you. Inbounds or out of bounds by LeBron?
Yeah, the first part is the part that everyone should have issue with, because LeBron is actually on the court and the play is still going on even when Kuzma blocked the first one. So LeBron starts to walk on the court. It's when he blocks the second one, LeBron is like inside the three-point line. Now, that was a little bit out of bounds.
Okay.
But for them to take the kind of exception that they did, Skip, this happens all the time in blowouts. When guys that don't play a whole lot get in the game and they do something. Like Kuzma has been a starter. He's rounding his way back in. But we don't think of Kuzma as blocking shots. He blocks 2 shots. They blocked 12 last night. They lead the NBA in block shots at over 7 a game. So he's doing something really well. When teammates do things really well, you happy for them. I believe LeBron is sincerely happy when Troy Daniels makes a 3. Quinn Cook does what he does.
I agree.
That's why everybody likes him, so loves LeBron, is because he's sincerely and genuinely happy for other success. That's why he's such a willing passer of the ball. He could hog the ball for himself and nobody would bat an eye. But he's willing to give the ball up. Now, if they thought that was disrespectful, I have something queued up. This is disrespectful, Skip. Can we, DJ, drop that track right quick for me. Can I find a beat?
Okay.
Okay. We got it queued up. Trust me. Now, Skip, you and I, we talked about this, Skip. They flipping a bottle. That's different. Come on, Skip. At least they were celebrating a play last night. Somebody had done something good. We're celebrating.
That was LeBron's Cavs.
Yeah.
That was...
Yep.
It's been a while, but...
We bottle flipping on you guys.
That's different.
But let me tell you something, Jazz. You don't want somebody to be disrespectful? Do what you're supposed to. Y'all can stop all that. You don't want me to talk in the game, Jenny? Shut me up. Don't let me get in the end zone.
Okay.
Beat my team. I ain't got nothing to say. Hey, they play better. No, just see that now they getting all touchy. They all in their fields. You know what we say, Jenny? They all in their fields. That is some disrespect. Yeah. We came to your house, one of the toughest places there is to play, and we beat the brakes off you. That's what you're mad about. And he's doing it with no shoes. After both of those guys had seen LeBron give those shoes to 2 kids who ran back up in the stands with him like they had got a gift from God.
Best day ever.
And they complained about, oh, this is disrespectful. No, what's disrespectful is your team that, now Skip Bayless said that Utah was going to have a better record than my Lakers. That's what he said, Utah. What about Utah? What about the Rockets? What about them? There's our division. We the beast of the West. Don't mess with the West, Skip.
By the way, Mike Conley Jr. did not play last night with a hamstring.
Remember he did play? We beat the brakes off him.
You didn't. There was no Bogdanovich.
Okay, he played last night. We beat the brakes off him.
Played pretty well last night. Actually.
AD took it to him. AD played 26 minutes and did what he did.
They didn't have the head of the snake last night. They didn't have their quarterback.
It ain't nothing but garden snake.
But I
ain't gonna
agree
bite
with
nobody.
Utah hasn't been remotely what I thought Utah would be, because Donovan Mitchell has regressed a la Baker Mayfield, if you want to go there.
I don't think you're going that far, Skip.
Yeah. This was clearly out of bounds by LeBron James. But I'm going to give you this. What I do love about LeBron's spirit is he still has a lot of little kid in him. I love that about him. He can get giddy happy when happy things happen. And last night, a very happy thing happened because they won back-to-back at the 2 toughest places to win at in the NBA. Denver had by far the best home record last year. I'm not sure where they are this year. It's close to the top. But they were invincible at home last year. So the Lakers went there and cleaned them out and put them back in their place. And then went back-to-back at Utah, which LeBron flat out said after the game is the toughest place to play in the NBA. And they annihilated Utah. That they basically stripped them of whatever pride they have and said, no, you do not belong on the same court with us.
And LeBron personally had lost 7 straight.
I was going to get to
Utah
that.
Going back.
This is LeBron's personal house of horrors.
Yes.
Because you have to go all the way back to December 8th of 2010.
2010, yes.
To find his last win. It was the first go-around with the Heat.
Right.
But remember what happened the second go-around with the Heat? That game that night was one of the classic early games in which LeBron had the shot to win the game. Down, and he passed it to Udonis Haslem. And on the old show I did, we must have talked about that for 2 months. Did he make the right basketball play here? And LeBron said after the game, I'm sure the chatter will start, and the chatter started. Because I thought LeBron was in perfect position, as the quote-unquote best player on the planet to take that shot and maybe make that shot. And it was Udonis. It wasn't Dwayne. It wasn't Chris Bosh.
Right.
It was Udonis that he chose to take the last shot. So it started from there. And the irony of this whole thing is, in what building would LeBron want to rise and shine the brightest? Well, guess who had his two greatest finals moments in that building? Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Right.
The flu game was Game 5 of 1997, and with the flu, I don't know how sick he really was, but he looked like he was pretty sick.
Right.
He scored 38 that night, and it was legendary.
Right.
And they went home and closed it out, and then Game 6, they did close it out the next year, and Michael Jordan held the pose at the free throw line on Brian
Push
Russell.
off.
There was a little push off there.
Little.
But that's just the way the man played the game of basketball. And he held the pose, and the Jazz fans were horrified once again because Michael Jordan had done it to them, had ripped their hearts out. So you would think that LeBron would want to really rise in that building and say, I can be Jordan-esque.
No, we don't need to do that.
You don't need to do that? Okay. So it had been 7 straight, but hey, that was highly impressive last night.
Well, Skip, they didn't change the name of the building. It was the Delta Center, I think, if I'm not mistaken,
It
back
was.
then. And now it's Vivint Smart Water or something. They got some. So it don't even mean the same. It ain't the same to us.
Same building.
They ain't the
Last
same
time
to
I
us.
checked.
Nope.
So the point is, I was glad that LeBron did take himself out of the game with 7:46 left, because these are the kind of games he's been playing all the way
No,
home.
it ain't, Skip. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
You know he did this. He's been doing it game after game. He'll play all 12 minutes of the fourth quarter, and going into this game, he had taken the most shot attempts in the fourth quarter. And he took only 2 in the fourth quarter, did make 1, and he said, okay, it was 105 to 83.
Yeah, so I'm gone.
And they're playing back-to-back.
Deuces.
I know, back to
I mean, hey, if he'd wanted to load manage last night and take the whole game off, I would have been okay.
No, we didn't, Skip. I want you to know that what I signed up for when Magic Johnson came to my house at 12:05.
Yep.
I was in all. Genie Bus pays me a salary to play. This is why I make 35, 37 million. To play.
He's trying to make a statement. I am the anti-Kawhi. I play every night, every quarter, every minute.
Skip, ain't nobody gonna mistake Kawhi for LeBron James. Kawhi will never be LeBron
I think
James.
LeBron is a little threatened by Kawhi.
But by what?
It's Kawhi Town now.
No, it's a cow town.
That's what the commercial says.
Stop it.
Yeah, I don't
do
know.
a commercial. LeBron don't do no commercial with no shoes. Nike asked him, say, LeBron, you want to shoot a commercial? Say, I wish I might. I got the #2 seller behind Brand Jordan.
Yep. Okay, so here's where LeBron cannot get out of his own way. He cannot help himself.
What'd he do?
When he goes to the bench with 7:46 left,
Right.
he still has to be the center of attention. And I will say this, Steph Curry is just as bad as LeBron.
Yeah.
When he goes to the bench, there's got to be a lot of antics over there, because it's like, hey, everybody, I'm not in the game, but look at me. Look what I'm going to do.
But guess what would have happened? Now, they doing all this, and LeBron stays on the sideline. He can't even get excited for his teammates.
Well, it's one thing to get excited.
Get excited.
It's another thing to dance out on the floor in your socks and then slide all the way, like you're surfing, all the way back to the bench.
Well, let me tell you what I'm gonna tell you what I used to do. If we were out of the game and somebody scored a touchdown, hey, before he crossed the line, I'm already running on the field.
Okay.
I'm happy for you.
And I'm not really noticing you're doing that, because there's so many football players on the sideline.
Exactly.
But there's only one LeBron James, and he is the focal point of the Laker bench.
He's full of ML Carr.
And
you remember
know what?
ML Carr used to be with the towels? He was on the court.
But he wasn't. He was rarely on the court.
Yeah, exactly.
He was mostly on the bench.
Exactly.
But LeBron still has a whole lot of showboating, front-running hot dog in him. He does. You know it, and I know it. Look at what we're doing, and it's a little bit of a rub-it-in play. Look at us.
Oh, well, you'll say number Tom Brady. When they win by 14 points and he throws a touchdown and he goes to the crowd, yeah. Hey, all I saw Sunday night against the Houston Texans, he patting the guy on the head. What about let's go? Let's go.
So help me out here. I'm going to get to Tom Brady in just a second. A lot of players will give their shoes away at the end of the game.
Right.
Sure.
Why would LeBron choose, even though the kids came down?
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're...
He probably promised it to him.
They had 23s on, so the LeBron fans, I don't know if they're from Salt Lake or Utah, but they were sitting way up at the top. But they were down there, and with maybe 4-ish minutes left, LeBron says, oh, you can have my shoes, and I'll sign them for you. And the kids are so little, it's like they carry them up, and it looks like the shoe's bigger than the kid is, right?
They work.
Okay? And they look like oversized shoes because the kids were so little, but they're LeBron shoes.
Right.
Okay, so that's a cool thing. But shouldn't you at least wait until the game is over to do that?
Nah.
Because that is the height of disrespect. You're giving your shoes away with 4 minutes left, and it's causing a big distraction on that end of the floor.
I wish you'd have gave them away at the start of the fourth quarter. Let you know. Well, I'm so confident we're going to beat the brakes off you, I'm giving my shoes away and I don't have any more.
Really?
That's what I'm doing. That's
Okay.
what you Skip. If you look, I'm a firm believer. If you're gonna be disrespectful, be openly and blatantly disrespectful.
Well, shouldn't you at least respect the game, if not
I
the Jazz?
did.
Just respect the game.
I did.
Just wait until the horn
No.
goes off, and then say, "Here, you guys want these? Let me give you my shoes."
I'm gonna tell you how you stop a player from being disrespectful. Beat him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
I think people used to get upset. Man, T.O. dancing. I said, y'all want to see T.O. dance?